you pay an outside entity money for land that you already own, right? It just didn't make sense. So because of that, the Hawaiians in the Valley of Hakipu'u didn't pay a dime. Now, the government ended up coming in and forcefully evicting those families. They got them out of their homes, destroyed their homes, and then after all of that happened, Queen Kualoa heard about this. Going down over there into the valley, she ended up paying off the government all of the land tax, getting the land back, and then getting a group of Hawaiians together to help rebuild each home for all 33 families down over there. Now, of course, Queen Kualoa, she did this with no strings attached. She just loved the people of Hakipu'u so much. She just wanted to malama, take care of them. Now, that's a big saying in Hawaiian culture, which is malama aina, malama kanaka. Now, you hear that term, which is to take care of each other. Oftentimes, it is also looked at as the spirit of aloha. We always look out for each other out over here. It's a small island, so it's kind of hard to be able to cause PvP or cause problems to someone and not see them on the other side of the island. You definitely will. So because of that, very important for Hawaiians out over here, ho'oponopono, to take care, to make good. Yeah. Now, out over here, Queen Kualoa just loved the people of Hakipu'u so much. She just wanted to spend time with them. So after her passing, in order to honor her, those families came up and into the Valley of Hakipu'u and planted 100 mango trees, as you're seeing down over here to the left side. Now, it's kind of easier to spot out the mango trees because they're currently in season right now. Now, out over here, we don't get those cool leaves that you guys get. You know, those red, yellow, orange, and leaves. We just get yellow and green. It's either dead or alive, so we don't get any in between. Out over here during fruit season is the only time we ever do. Having these mango trees out over here, even down below to that far left as well, you can see a lot of the orange still out there as well. The buds on the tree will start off by yellow. They'll go to this pink, they'll go vibrant orange, and then red, and that's when the mangoes are going to be ready to be coming in. Now, that's why I always tell people it's the closest thing that we get to our seasons change. We don't get too many trees out over here, foliage out over here that changes colors, like a lot of the leaves that you guys get out over there. But during fruit season, it does light up the valley a whole lot. So here to this left side up ahead of us, this is just one of the 100 planted 158 years ago. All around us out over here, giving life to so much more mangoes, and it still produces tons and tons of mangoes out of this valley all the time. So here we're always harvesting a whole lot of fruits and veggies that we have here in the valley. Now, in this valley alone, most of the valleys will have guava, strawberry guava, and mountain apples or Malay apples. Now, out over here, we have mangoes, papaya, guava, strawberry guava, mountain apples. We also have coconuts, niu. We also have ulu, ULU, or breadfruit. That's like the potato of the Hawaiians. Anything you can do to a potato, you can do to a breadfruit. And then we also have maita as well. Now our maita, or bananas, we have two different variety of bananas. Sorry, real quick. To the left, we're not going to count these. To the left, yes, oranges. These are Hawaiian oranges. Now, on that left side, Hawaiian oranges, we don't eat these. These are actually 10 times more acidic than lemons. They're 10 times more sour than lemons. So, yeah, it's so acidic that it can actually burn the skin on your lips. So, yeah, we don't be really touching these too much. Even more so, you can see that none of the birds even touch them either. So, yeah, we don't really be using the Hawaiian oranges out over here. Of course, you could do it like lemonade, add a whole lot of water, tons of sugar. Yeah, you'll be fine. Now, we do, however, have these last two different variety of maita bananas. These are two varieties, which is one, apple bananas. They're short, thick, very, very sweet, and they're also yellow. And then Java bananas. So Java bananas are short, thick. They actually taste like vanilla ice cream, and they're also blue. So I tell you all the time, you can definitely get lost in our jungles. You will be okay. Whole lot of fruits, whole lot of veggies, and with no natural predators, you definitely would be okay. Now, making our way forward up over here, this is where we have this person's property that we found remains in the area dating back just around 1,700 years back. So in this pocket, we've kind of just preserved the land, adding an electrical fence all the way around, keep the wildlife out, mainly our pigs, making sure they're not able to get in. and also preserving the land where we're still able to use it till this day. So this is a great way to see exactly that saying in real life, which is Malama Aina, Malama Kanaka. Now, basically that just translates out to take care of the land now, so it takes care of you in the future. But it's not like you as in like tomorrow or the next couple of years you. It's a you as in generations to come. It's your future grandchildren and their future grandchildren. It's a strong foundation that you're able to lay now, passing that down for generations to come. Now out over here we've added a couple of these hales and homes to the right side and left. Off on the right we have hale va'a, canoe house, basically like a garage. You have the A-frame, stick your ride under there. To the left, hale ai, the dining hall, gather for your meals. To the top left, mango tree. To the far left out, just past the mango tree, you got those yellow and green leaves. Those are the tea leaves. Below that, bananas. You have a whole lot of banana trees out over there. They're all surrounding a puna vai uka. A puna vai uka is a freshwater spring. We have tons and tons of underground reservoirs where we're able to funnel fresh water all throughout our entire island using volcanic tubes all around our islands. Here to the left side, this is just a great example. Like I said, Malama Aina, Malama Kanaka. This is someone's land that we've are just preserving out over here, having all these mala patches, M-A-L-A, mala, garden. These garden patches out over here. Now, from the banana trees, there's a punavai uka, freshwater spring that comes up. They funneled water using trenches. They dug trenches into the ground, and they're basically funneling the water in and out of each garden patch, and then back into the main stream itself. So if what you're looking at is basically aquaponics 1,700 years back out over here. Now, like I said, take care of the land now, so it takes care of you in the future. We're still able to use this land till this day. You guys can see the coddle, the heart-shaped leaves up in the mala patches. We still grow food from these patches, and then we give them out to our families in the community. Like I said, we're trying to make sure that food here never goes to waste. And with 4,200 acres of land, more than half of it solely dedicated to agricultural purposes, you're gonna get a lot of food out over here in the valley. Now, as we make our way forward, this is where we are gonna be able to see a little bit more of this whole property out over here. Now it's gonna be on this left side coming up. One thing I do like pointing out are the rock walls. How small the rocks are, dry stacking, dry laying, 1,700 years dated, and it's still up. Really awesome. Now, also a great way to see exactly how Hawaii got its name. H-A-W-A-I-I. The word Hawaii breaks down into three parts. H-A, which is Ha, breath of life. W-A-I, which is Vai, water in Hawaiian. And the letter I is E, God or supreme. Now, Hawaii gets its name because anything that lives here on the islands can be self-sustainable. The way the gods have sculpted the islands, having the mountains pull the vai, the water from the clouds, funneling it down into the valleys where we are able to use it to give life, ha, to us, our animals, our crops, through the water. Like I said, anything that lives here on the islands can be self-sustainable. In the world we live in, we have these things called Holdridge life zones. A life zone is a pocket where a certain species can be self-sustainable. Massive world that we live in, we have 34 Holdridge life zones all around this entire world. Huge country like Brazil, 11 out of the 34. 8 tiny little Hawaiian islands, all put together, 27 out of the 34 Holdridge life zones, meaning thousands of species of life can just thrive in their own little pockets all around our Hawaiian islands. Now, back behind us, that's by far the farthest up you'd see anyone build. Back in the day, the mountains were all known as Mauaukua, land of the gods. So you would never touch the mountains, mainly because the way the gods have sculpted them, if you alter anything, you could actually cut off life from different valleys, taking life away from thousands of people out in the valley itself. So because of that, no one ever built like houses up in the mountains like that. That's by far the farthest you see anyone living up here in the mountains. Now, as we make our way forward, this is where we can get to kind of check out a lot of the different movie sets out over here. With 300 plus productions, and 115 of them were blockbuster films, you most likely have seen these backdrops here and there in some of these films. Now coming up ahead, this is going to be Triple Frontier. Has anyone seen the movie Triple Frontier?
No.
It's a very common reaction. Not too many people have seen this movie. Now, it's a really awesome movie. Basically, 5 U.S. veterans who get together to do one last job. They end up... Oh, I forgot we have kids. They ended up taking a whole lot of money from the bad guy out over here in Colombia. So, we're currently in Colombia right now, eh? Now, all the brick you guys are seeing is all fake, made out of styrofoam. Wood for the main base of the shape, and then a very thin sheet of styrofoam laid on top with details etched in for the brick. But you have, it's an amazing cast. Ben Affleck, Pedro Pascal, the guy that plays the Mandalorian. You have Oscar Isaacs from Marvel's Moon Knight, and even Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy. It's a really good cast. But they come out here, they put explosives on the gate, blowing it open, making their way forward. So they'll show the gate and even this road. As soon as you turn left up ahead of us, that's where they disappear, and they pop up right in front of the mansion. Not too bad, not too bad. Now, it definitely isn't a family movie. They even crash land in a village where there's a whole lot of white powder. So keep that in mind. That's the whole premise of the movie itself. But they come out over here. They ended up filming just around 60% of that movie here on the island. So it wasn't just here in Kualoa on the ranch. They filmed all over the island as well, different bases. Even you do see Pearl Ridge Mall up in the backdrop in a whole lot of these scenes as well. So yeah, definitely gotta check them out on Netflix. Now, coming up ahead, the jungle we're currently in was filmed from above. They CGI'd it, copied and pasted it, and put it into Kualoa Valley. So when you guys went up top of your guys' height, the valley that you guys are looking at down below, out over there on the left side, is where Kong would have been resting down over there. Samuel L. Jackson would have been flying the choppers from the beach, from the ocean, making his way towards you guys, dropping bombs all over the jungle in the movie Kong Skull Island. So this whole jungle is where they were filming from above, getting the trees, putting it in the middle of that valley, using that to create that whole Skull Valley from that movie. Now, this is where they also have Samuel L. Jackson getting swatted, smacked out of the air like a fly in this chopper, spinning out of control, crash landing out over here in the valley of Hakipu'u. So out over here, this chopper was purchased from the military. During the time of purchase, there were no propellers during the time of purchase. They actually had to make their own. So all the propellers are fake, made out of fiberglass and resin. There's a wooden console going from the propellers to the chopper to kind of hold it all together. And then that dome piece that's on top of it is actually a cooking wok from our local hardware store down the road. We only know that because it fell off during a windstorm, had all the labeling still on the inside. Ace Hardware, cooking wok, $16.99, so pretty cool. Something so casually just laying around your kitchen. Using it for the tiny detail of a prop, very creative. Now as we make our way around the side, you're going to see on the back, not too much going on in the back. Didn't really film in the back, it was more so in the front for the cockpit, and on the outside, like how they have displayed in the poster. As we make our way forward up over here, we're going to be able to see a little bit more of this massive movie set coming up. Now, this is where they did come out initially back in 1992, filming here on the ranch. They basically revolutionized the entire film industry by introducing CGI, and then see what Marvel's doing with it now. But it all started because of this film, Jurassic Park. They came out here, this whole Jurassic franchise, filming Jurassic Park. They did so well that they ended up completing an entire trilogy off of it. And then they come back out over here, back in 2014, filming 8 months all over the ranch, building full sets all throughout the entire property, as well as building their own private road. So the road that we were just on back there was a private road where they were able to get on or in and out of the ranch without anyone seeing them as well. Now, as we make our way forward up over here, we are going to do a bit of a detour. Anytime I get kids on top of the truck, we're definitely going to cruise them on through. Now, it's a bit of a detour out over here. To the left side is where you will be able to see the raptors go. That's where they're just going out and around. Where we are going to go is actually go through this whole set itself. So, as we make our way through, I just have to let people know that this necessarily isn't a part of the Jungle Expedition Tour. It's actually a part of our Jurassic Adventure Tour. So, I can't necessarily let you guys out, but we can definitely cruise on through. I love strolling on through so you guys can actually experience the inside. Top side, it's just cool. It's alright, not too bad. You just see the shell. Pretty cool. But over here, we're actually going to enter into this massive set, the biggest one that was built out over here on the ranch. This is the Indominus Rex paddock. This side over here is Jurassic franchise's largest set here on the ranch, where all the walls are made out of styrofoam and wood, steel for the frame, and concrete underneath the observatory. You got cages from the entire franchise itself. Farthest to the right side is Jurassic Park, the T-Rex transport cage. Down below to the right and off to the left, you have Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. These are the black market cages where they're trying to sell the dinosaurs. You have the observatory on the top right, your infamous Indominus Scratches up ahead, and the Raptors here to the left side as well. But out over here, this entire set itself is where they did film this whole scene where Chris Pratt's character, Owen, comes out to see if the exhibit is safe enough for them to open. They go up top, just like how these people are up in the observatory, looking down where we are, seeing no dinosaur. Thinking that she might have escaped, seeing the scratches going up and claw marks going up and over the wall, thinking that she was able to get out of the paddock. They come down inside of the paddock, get ambushed right behind us, and then they end up running straight through this gate out over here. Now, they're trying to close the gate in time, but it does not, and that's where the Indominus is able to escape. One thing I do love pointing out, first off, the gate itself, the canopy that we're currently under is 10 foot 4 inches. The gate up ahead of us is standing tall at 46 feet tall. Massive gate. That's how tall the dinosaur was in the movie. So when she makes her way through this gate, the back of her neck hits the top of the gate itself. Not too bad, not too bad. Now we're going to make our way out here. Going to section out the dinosaurs. Now out over here, we're going to section out real fast just so you guys can actually get a nice photo of the whole gate.